Hi everyone. Welcome back to Breaking the Stigma. In our last episodes, we talked about what disability truly means and how stereotypes can limit how society sees persons with disabilities. But here's something important: not all discrimination is loud or visible. Sometimes it hides behind a smile, a joke, or a nice comment. These are called microaggressions. Small words or actions that may seem harmless but actually send a message that someone doesn't fully belong. And for many persons with disabilities, these moments happen every single day. So in this episode, we'll uncover how microaggressions work, why they hurt, and what each of us can do to stop them. Whether you're in Cebu, New York, or anywhere in the world. So, what exactly are microaggressions? The term was first used by Dr. Chester Pierce, a Harvard professor, to describe the small, everyday slights that people experience because of who they are, race, gender, or in this case, disability. The United Nations also reminds us that discrimination isn't just about denying opportunities, it's about any action or comment that hurts someone's dignity. You see, most microaggressions aren't done on purpose. They can come from good intentions. But they still send the wrong message. For example, saying you're so brave for coming to work despite your disability may sound like praise. But it also suggests that people with disabilities are exceptions, not equals. The key thing to remember is this: intent doesn't erase impact. Even small actions can leave big scars. Let's look at some of the most common examples. Number 1. Helping without asking. Have you ever rushed to help someone with a disability, maybe pushed their wheelchair, or grabbed their bag, without asking first? It's often done out of kindness, but it takes away their choice and independence. A simple, "Would you like some help?" is far more respectful. Number 2. Speaking to the companion, not the person. This happens a lot when there's an interpreter or caregiver nearby. People mean well, but the message is clear: I don't see you as capable of speaking for yourself. Always talk to the person directly. Number 3. Using outdated or hurtful terms. Words like handicapped, crippled, or suffering from are outdated. The respectful term is person with disability. It puts the person first, not their condition. Number 4. Treating accessibility as a privilege. Things like ramps, elevators, or captions aren't favors. They're human rights, basic features that allow everyone to participate equally. And number 5. Calling ordinary actions inspirational. When you say you're so inspiring for just living your life, it might sound nice, but it can feel patronizing. Most persons with disabilities don't want to be seen as heroes, just as equals. These might seem small, but for those who experience them daily, they add up. Here's the bigger picture. According to the World Health Organization, around 1.3 billion people, that's 1 in 6 of us, live with some form of disability. Yet, the United Nations notes that attitudinal barriers, our mindsets, assumptions, and stereotypes remain among the toughest obstacles to inclusion. Even in workplaces, the Harvard Business Review found that employees with disabilities are twice as likely to face microaggressions, like being ignored in meetings or underestimated for promotions. So this isn't just about individual behavior. It's a global issue, a culture that needs to change. Real inclusion doesn't end when laws are passed. It begins when everyday interactions become respectful and equal. Let's talk about language, because words shape our world. Think about this. The words we use can either open doors or quietly close them. Instead of saying "What's wrong with you?" try "How can I support you?" Instead of "You don't look disabled," simply say, "It's nice to meet you." When someone says, "I don't see you as disabled," they might mean to show respect, but they're also erasing part of that person's identity. Disability is not shameful. It's part of human diversity. As the United Nations Human Rights Office says, language can be a weapon, or it can be a bridge. Let's choose to build bridges. Now, some people might think, "Come on, it's just a comment, it's not a big deal." But here's the truth, the impact builds up. The American Psychological Association found that constant exposure to microaggressions can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression. Imagine hearing little jabs every day. Being told you're inspiring for doing basic things, being talked over, or being doubted. Each small stone might seem light, but together, they create a heavy weight that people carry. For many persons with disabilities, it's not just the stairs or the lack of ramps that exhaust them, it's the invisible weight of judgment. The good news? Awareness is powerful. When people learn, they change, and when they change, they lift that weight for others. In the Philippines, we're proud to have the Magna Carta for Persons with Disabilities, or Republic Act 7277. It protects rights in education, employment, and access to public spaces. Globally, the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, or CRPD, calls on every country to build inclusive societies. But as both the United Nations and disability advocates remind us, rights on paper don't always mean rights in practice. Inclusion isn't just a government program, it's a culture. And culture starts with people. It starts with how we talk, how we listen, and how we show respect. Whether you're in Manila, Cebu, or anywhere else, inclusion begins with you. Now the question is, how can we be better allies? Step 1. Listen and learn. Believe what persons with disabilities say about their own experiences. Don't assume you know better. Step 2. Ask before helping. Respect their independence. Kindness means giving someone a choice, not taking control. Step 3. Reflect on your bias. We all have unconscious stereotypes. The goal is not guilt, it's growth. Step 4. Speak up. If you hear a joke or see unfair treatment, don't stay silent. Silence protects stigma. Step 5. Make accessibility a habit. Whether it's adding captions, checking if your office has ramps, or designing inclusive programs, think inclusion from the start. Being an ally doesn't mean being perfect. It means being aware, kind, and willing to learn. Awareness is just the first step, but it's not the finish line. When we turn awareness into understanding, and understanding into action, we create change. Accessibility and inclusion aren't just about physical spaces, they're about social spaces too. When you include captions, when you design with empathy, when you make your classroom or workplace accessible, you're not doing something extra. You're making life better for everyone. Inclusion benefits us all. So, as we wrap up, I want you to remember this. Discrimination doesn't always come with anger. Sometimes, it comes with a smile. But every time we stop, think, and choose kindness with awareness, we make the world just a little more equal. Disability inclusion starts in small actions, a word, a gesture, a moment of respect. Let's keep learning, keep listening, and keep breaking the stigma together. Thank you for watching Breaking the Stigma, Episode 3. If this episode opened your mind or touched your heart, please click like, share, and subscribe, because awareness grows when we share it. In our next episode, we'll explore accessibility, what inclusion looks like in the real world. Until then, remember, inclusion is built in the everyday. Let's keep the conversation going. God bless us.